Hi, everyone. It is your Coupa educator, Patricia here. We are back, Coupa TV Live at 5 on Tuesday. Wanted to get you guys a little last minute Valentine's idea, design before you guys go into the weekend. So, Valentine's Day lands on a Saturday today, which is fun because you guys can be off of work. Well, those who are off on the weekends, they can be off of work. So, that's good. I'm just gonna turn my volume down on my phone because I'm on live too. I like to be in the chat room. I wanted to give you guys a chance to actually log on and get on the live. So just want to chit chat a little bit before we start. So who watched the Super Bowl? Who liked the halftime show? What was your team going in? Did they win? Did you guys bet? Your parlays hit? Tell me. Put it in the comments. I would love to know. Today I am going to try to use the new palettes that we got because I've been dying to get my hands on these and like just kind of use them. So I'm kind of winging it today with the design because I just wanted to see what I could do with this. And then we also have the Rose palette. So the Rose Queen collection palette. So I can use that for my reds and my pinks. So I'm trying to formulate a little idea with this in mind. I've been kind of leaning towards the marshmallow drizzle in here, that like milky white color. So I'm going to try to show that. I do want to try to use this because I want to just check the texture and the opacity for you guys to see how sheer it really is. So this is going to be my first time using them and swatching them for you guys too. So give you guys a little preview of that. And then for my model, I think we're going to have to go in with a new nail first. So actually, we can probably get started because I do want to give time to put this little guy on. Let's see. Well, this is a long one, though. Let's get a medium around here. What's going on?
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, a medium. Perfect. Perfect. So I know some people are like, oh, we always see you guys with the long, but we do have medium too. So if you guys are not long nail girlies and you're just like a medium girly, then we have the tips for you. So let me just get that out. And I mean, you can always go with the long and then, file it down, clip it, whatever you guys want to do. But we do have sizes so that way you're not, wasting the tip if you guys need more long tips or whatnot. I'm just going to size her real quick. I'm probably going to look at like a 7. Look at a 7 and see where we're at on there. It's either 7 or 6. Oh, I think 7 fits pretty good. So I'll use a 7 and then we will shape. See? Easy. Easy peasy. And then hopefully I don't lose it again like the other one dropped and I didn't find it. So hopefully we will not have that issue tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is they are pre-etched, but I am going to go on ahead and etch it anyway. Just to make sure that we get more grip. You don't have, too smooth of a surface. I go around the edge a little bit. Okay. And we are going to say goodbye to our Benito bowl nail. This was so cute. I love that they did this last time. This is so cute. It's good for Valentine's Day and also obviously for the Super Bowl. So that's a good, a cute little design. I'm just going to take my Typhoon bit and remove the polish here. I'll try to do smooth, even strokes going in the same direction. I like to go down when removing the polish. You can go left to right, but I just find that going down makes it move a little, makes it remove it a little faster. Just like that. All right. Actually, let me move you a little closer. Are we in frame? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Maybe right here is a little better for the viewers. Okay. Going to get my Easy Off mandrel. I'll be using that. Okay. So with the Easy Off mandrel, what makes it a little bit different than other mandrels is it has these like little springy bottoms for release. So you guys can see there's like little lines on the bottom, and that's so you can easily remove. I know some mandrels you have to take the nipper and like peel off the sanding band because it's kind of like a one size, sort of thing, and the barrel is large so it can fit properly. With this one, you can easily take it off. You see, on and off. That's why it's called the Easy Off mandrel, because you can easily put your sanding band on and easily take it off. So that way you can flip it over. Like if you want more grip, flip it over and you can use that for the other hand if you're doing a full set or a fill. If you feel like the grit is starting to go, you can flip it over and recover that that same grit. Okay, so I'm going to just sand here, remove any leftover gel or debris, and then smooth out any shine. Remove any shine. Not smooth out any shine, but remove the shine from the nail plate. By doing that, you'll be removing that layer that has the oils and all that stuff. So it's always good to make sure you have good prep. All right. And then I'm going to do the same here where we're going to do our fill. And voila, you have 2 prepped nails. Perfect. Just what we like to see. Oh, it's getting a little hot. Let me, under all the lights. I said, okay, let me take off my sweater real quick. All right. Get comfortable. Stay a while. We got some time. Okay. Just going to dust off our nail tip and our nail beds that we're working on. Okay. And we are going to nip a little bit. Just clean up the edges there. All right, nice and cleaned up. I just want to make sure we're getting all the cuticle that was kicked up from the sanding band. So that way the nails will be nice and clean. You don't want to cut any live skin. So just anything that looks dry and kind of white. It's lifetime. I mean, I've had my mandrel since I've had my e-file. So the mandrel lasts the whole time. If you're talking about the sanding band, it's single use. I mean, like per client. So that's why I said with the easy off, it's good because you can use both sides of the sanding band, so you can get the same grit. But state board, you're not going to be able to use it for multiple clients or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. You want to stay compliant to your state regulations too. Okay, let me get my prep. I'm going to use my pH balance prep here. And this is just going to dehydrate the nail and cleanse it. Always want to start with a good prep for sure. If you're using our acrylic, our structure monomer and acrylic, you want to try to keep it just on the nail plate itself. You don't need to put it on the acrylic nail or anything like that, the primer and the pH balance, because it's already an artificial enhancement. So it's not going to absorb that, the primer or dry out from the pH balancer. So another thing to keep in mind. Okay, so I have my gel base, and I'm just going to do a thin layer of that. So we will just do a little bit of that. And the last time I was here, I think I was talking about the old bottle and how it has the shorter brush. So this is what I'm talking about, the difference between the new bottles. This brush is a little longer, but it has the rounded, you see the rounded edge on the brush. So you can get right into the crevices there, because the other brush is more flat at the top. So just things to keep in mind if you still have the old bottle, if they still have that, versus the Enrich bottle style. They're both good for different reasons. So one is not, I wouldn't say like better than the other per se, because they both do the same thing. You're just putting a thin layer of the base coat. And I like to do a little back and forth just to make sure it gets in all of the grooves, and brush it thin like that. All right. And then we're going to zap that for 30 seconds into our Pro Glow. And I'm going to get my duet lamp ready. Oops, what I dropped now. Okay, I'm going to get my duet lamp ready because I'm going to apply the soft gel tip. And I need my Enrich gel tip adhesive. And for the other nail, I need to get my nude pink ready because I'm going to be doing the fill with that. Oh, let me just shift it this way so that way we can get a shot of the two products that I'm going to use. There you go. So one is going to be a fill, and then the other one is going to be soft gel tip application. So that's why there's two different products for anybody who's just tuning in, okay? Any questions? Oh, yeah, the duet lamp is really nice. You can use it as a table lamp. There is 3 settings. There are 3 settings. So there's 3 brightness levels to that. And then I'll show you the difference off, on. You see how bright that gets? So if you're a traveling tech, this is perfect for if you are, in a hotel room, or you're going to a client's home, or on the go, like if you're on location. This is a perfect lamp to use because it also has a feature to cure. So I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but it does have the UV light, and it's motion censored. So you don't have to worry about touching or pressing a button or anything like that. Once you grab the nail to bring it over, it will start to cure for you. So you can put pressure on the soft gel tips just like that. You can cure Large stones, if you have gel and you don't want it to slip and slide, you can kind of hold it in place and do a flash cure. The cure is 15 seconds. So if you're going to do like 30 seconds, just put it in 2 times. And if this is assuming that you don't have your glow lamp or anything with you, I still would recommend having the glow lamp because, of course, you want to be able to get the whole hand in and cure your polishes and stuff like that. But this is perfect for on the go soft gel tip application and large crystal and charm application, quick flash cure on intricate nail art so that way you don't keep smudging, stuff like that. So just things to keep in mind. Okay. You can see there, it has the UV light. And you see in here, a lot of the ones that you see at the nail supply stores, they're only going to have 1 or 2 lights. 1 or 2 lights in here. You see how many lights we have on the inside of this? Plus the 3 large UV lights here. This is going to be a really good cure for you. And it gets kind of warm, so that lets you know it's working. That's how I feel. If it's hot, it's working. But not heat spike hot, but I'm just saying, like, you know, obviously it's emitting a lot of UV, but it is an LED light. So just keep that in mind too. So for your knowledge. Okay, soft gel tip application. I'm just going to use a little bit and have her put it under here when we go in, just so you guys can see here how I'm applying this. So basically, I'm just going to brush a little bit, and I do like to wiggle back and forth just so it can get into the etching. And then I will do just a little swipe on the tip. And when I'm applying, let me try to get some light so you guys can see. How can I do this? Where we can. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to apply towards the cuticle and then push forward so that the product that I applied to the cuticle is going to move towards the free edge. And then we're going to go in and cure. Just like that. Very easy. You see I can apply pressure. I don't have to stop applying any pressure or anything to try to turn on the light. I can use both hands, and that helps, you know, just keep everything easy. Okay, so I am done with the duet lamp now at that point. Okay, so just keep that out of the way. And I will do a fill with this other finger, and I'm going to use the nude pink, and then we will put the hand in for 60 seconds to cure fully. So when clients are doing the soft gel application, you want to cure for the full 60 seconds after you've applied all of the tips, like with the flash cure. You want to make sure you have them go in and do the full 60-second cure. I believe we've gone over this for those who tune in frequently. For those who don't, that's what we do. That is the steps. Those are the processes. Okay, so for this product, it is the Enrich, and it is our builder in a bottle. So you can see here, it's pretty easy application because of the brush. Same brush as the base coat that I just applied, flat, rounded sort of brush tip there. And it's easy to maneuver. I did let the nail sit here for a little bit, but I'll show you what I do to kind of level it out. I'll just flip upside down. And because this gel is self-leveling, it is going to flow back down. So once it flows to the center of the nail, and I kind of just keep an eye on it, you know, I get down on the level of the nail and I just kind of keep a little eye on it. Once it kind of creates a little arc, then I'll flip back and it will level again. So this way you can avoid getting it all around the cuticle and all that stuff. And I'll have her cure for 60 seconds there. So this gel is infused with vitamin E and collagen. So that's all stuff that's nutritious for your nail. That's going to help it grow and keep it from being brittle, things like that. So I have a lot of clients that use this as a structured gel polish manicure underneath the color polish, or even just alone or as a base for a French. This is a really good product to use. We have nude pink, peach, and a soft pink. So 3 different kind of colors that can match anybody's skin tone. This one is kind of like the in-between because it's sheer. It's like a sheerish pink. We have a pink that's a little bit slightly darker, and then we have the peach. So a lot of, and clear. So so you can use it just alone as a clear, and then you can put your color over it, whatever you want to do for your client. All right. We're moving right along. Okay, so now you have your nails done here. I'm going to wipe with, we have cleansing solution. So you can use this instead of alcohol for cleaning the tacky layer, the inhibition layer off of the gel nails. You can also use this to cleanse the nails too. But prior to the prep, the pH prep, or, just on its own, it just pretty much does the same thing, but it's a little more nourishing than just isopropyl alcohol. But it has like a little acetone. So like I said, it's cleansing. You can use it to kind of remove polish too if you have to. But it just cleans the nail plate basically. So I'm going to use it here to wipe this tacky layer off, so that way I can file the nail and none of the dust gets stuck inside of that tacky layer while I'm, moving. You see how shiny it is? And this is just, the product on its own. So like I said, you can use this product on its own if your client just wants like a natural pink or natural peach kind of look. This is what you can do. Apply it, and then you can put the top coat or just wipe it clean and it has its own shine. Okay. I'm just going to file the nails to a point so it can match the others. Okay. Just want to make sure they're all the same. And then I'll go around the cuticle area just to make sure the gel tip is flush with the cuticle. Just want to make sure this is even. Since we put gel, we don't want it to be a little wonky. We just want to shape everything up. Again, making sure that it's all even. Since I'm going to polish, I will buff. And we need a layer to stick to, so we want to remove the shine because the polish has something to stick to. The polish has to have something to stick to. So again, removing the shine so that way we can have a nice prepped buffed nail. I'm going to go back around just to smooth out the lip of that tip so it's a little more flush. Try to keep the belly of the file down so we're not digging into the client's nail, causing any red rings or anything like that. And then I'll just go over so we don't have to do as much buffing later on. Okay, so now that is all prepped and we are ready to do our design. So I'm just going to remove any debris with our brush, and we have 2 prep nails. Isn't that great? It's good. Try to get a little bit of light. Okay. So now that we have that, I'm going to take out the color I want to use. And like I said, I think I'm going to use this milky color because I really wanted to try that out. It was calling to me, and I know that's a popular color for all my neutral girlies. So I'm going to do a little marshmallow drizzle just to try it out. And this is going to be both of our first impressions. So the brush has just come out of the case. So it's still going to have the packing starch. So you see how it has the packing starch? You can just brush that off. Just like that. Do you guys want me to do hearts? I will. As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, why not? I said last minute Valentine's Day, and I will give it to you. I will give it to you. Okay. So I have my brush here, and I'm just going to dip in. Ooh, nice consistency, and it is going to be sheer. And just for reference, let me go back and I'm going to compare it to the City of Angels white so you guys can see the difference. This is a very, stark white, and this is a milky white. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can see how bright that white is compared to what's on the brush, and you can see it here in the pan too. Perfect. All right. So just giving you guys an idea. Okay. I'm going to do a nice even coat on the index finger. I just want to see how sheer this actually shows up. We do have an enriched color that's a soft white too. I didn't mention that earlier. I just thought about it looking at this. But we do have a soft white too. So if you have a client that has their natural nail that's already long and they just want to go over it with a little hardener, you can do that. So yeah, it's pretty sheer, I would say. Let me see if I can apply a little more to give more of a base color there. Nice. Yeah, I like it. This is going to be a good neutral for anybody who likes that natural nail, American French, it's like American manicure with the lighter white or the sheer white versus the stark white. Like a French is the stark white. So if you hear anybody saying that, that's what it is. And you see how it already gives the soft gel tip nail a natural nail sort of finish. That's kind of the look that it's going for with that. So you can go ahead and put that in for 60 seconds. I am going to get my red. I'm going to use from the Rose Queen collection, probably, do I want to use Velvet Ropes or Red Carpety? I think Red Carpet or Vintage. No, we're going to do Red Carpet. Red Carpet Ready. Okay. Because this one is like a really bright, like a Big Apple red kind of color, blue undertone red. So I think it will show up best. And I'll try to do a little soft design. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to layer it with the sheer white. So this design I just kind of did. If you go on my page, nailed by _ pcakes, you'll see I did this in blue, but with leaves. So it kind of looks like that China, that blue and white sort of China pattern. And I'm going to try to do something kind of similar to that, but with the red and in a Valentine's theme for you guys. So just dipping into Red Carpet. Let me do some hearts. So as a matter of fact, I will show you with the dotting tool we have, so I can give options for the dotting tool. All right, and that was a word from our sponsors. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Not technical difficulties. That was a commercial. We didn't do it in the front. We did it in the middle because that's the new thing. Like YouTube and all that. We have ads too, okay? They're our own ads, but nonetheless, they're ads. Okay, we got to keep the lights on in here. All right, so I'm going to show you the dotting tool. This is our number 2 side. We do have a lot of art brushes and dotting tools and things like that on our site, so feel free to check that out. Ooh, just kidding. Sorry, someone called me. How can I join the live? Now I can't join the live. Well, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is, people. We're doing the best we can with what we got. Okay, so I'm using the number 2 side on the dotting tool just to show you guys kind of like an easy way to do hearts. You can just dot and dot like that. And then when you go in with the liner tool or your liner brush, all you have to do is connect the top of the circles into a little V. You see it forming? And then connect the bottom to a V as well. So this is just like the, easy way to kind of form a cute little heart. And whatever size you do the dots, that's going to kind of determine how big your heart is. So if you want a small heart, use a smaller dotting tool. Bigger hearts, use the bigger dotting tool. So you see we have 2 sides to this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little line, like going up to the heart. Okay. And do a couple more hearts, just kind of around. Kind of want to make it look like it's a plant. So the hearts will be kind of like the flower part or the leaves. And the stems I'll have kind of flowing off to the edge. Just kind of like that. So just a little whimsy Valentine design. Okay. So just something like that. And I will have her put that in for 60 seconds. Just a cute little design. Did I get it on me? Probably. Once this comes out, I'm going to do a second layer of the marshmallow and kind of create a stained glass effect on top. So just to have some dimension, if you want to add like little golds or certain things like that, like little dots to go up on top of the hearts, after we're done, I'll show you that too, because that's like a cute little idea. I just got it in my head right now. Okay, so we'll see. Just waiting for the time. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I'm not in the live. I'm not in the live right now. I'm gonna try to get back in the live so I can answer some of your questions, but Marco's there anyway. He'll tell me if anything. Oh, finally, okay, I got back on. Okay, but yeah, if you have questions, sorry about that interruption earlier. But if you have questions, feel free to ask. Keep them coming. Keep the questions coming. Okay. I'm just doing my second coat here of the Milky White, that marshmallow drizzle. I think that's a cute name for it, instead of just like saying Milky White all the time. I'm just so used to saying Milky White, but marshmallow sounds nice. Okay, see, so it's kind of faded that tone to the red, and you can see it's, you know, kind of muted now. So we'll go ahead and put that into the lamp and just cure that for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to go over with some other hearts just to layer on top. I'll try to, you know, play with the lengths and stuff like that so it can look like kind of like the chia pets or whatever, those like bean sprouts that are kind of growing up, just little sprout, like heart sprouts. And, you know, try to make something of that. Okay. Oh, and we do have some little gemmies. So we can also add like, you know, some little gemmies if you guys want. There's little heart ones too. So I think maybe we can find a little place for a heart. We'll see. A little heart gem. But if I like, that's assuming I like it. Because sometimes you try to put other things like charms, you have to edit yourself. Everything can't go on all the, you don't want it to be too busy. You want to make sure your design is, you know, cohesive and, you know, whatever the vibe that your client is going for. If they're going for whimsy, it might not call for, you know, all them crystals and all that good jazz. So just things to think about. Oop. Okay, let me do my dots. Do some maybe here. A little closer. A little closer to that. And then I'll do some up here. So we get a little higher. And this kind of gives like an alternative French look too, because it's going along the area in which a French manicure would go along, right? Like around this way. So you can get creative and try to find ways to spruce up a classic. So just creating some more little heart shapes. Like that. Okay, now connect here and connect there. Get the little stems going down. Just like that. I didn't really intend on it to go along as a French, but like along the lines of a French, but that's just kind of the shape that I was drawn to for this. So it worked out. Give a nice cutesy little look. Okay. So now we have that layer down, and you can see it's brighter, it pops up more. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of add some dots. And I'll use my glove. Actually, I gotta remember to wipe this off so I don't make a mess. But, okay. I'm just going to add some little dots here. See, this one has smaller dots. Just kind of trying to create a little vibe. Just like that. So see, just a cute little way to, you know, have a little whimsical heart theme turned into like a little heart French. Go ahead and put that in the light. And I feel like on the very tip, you could add a little heart. I'm going to see. I'm going to add it anyway. And I'm going to use my adhesive gel to apply that. And I will show you with the duet lamp how you can get it to just kind of cure right before your eyes. Okay, let's get it closer. So in case you don't want to, you know, have it rolling around, I'm going to close the gels because I don't want them to get hard, and wipe off my brushes, or you can move your brushes so that way they're out of the way. Okay, just don't want them to be damaged or anything like that, or get hard from the UV light. So I'll put that to the side, and we will just do a little dab with the dotting tool. I'm just going to add a little gel there. And then I'm going to grab a little heart from in here. Try to grab a nice one. There we go. And just attach it right there in the middle. That's nice. Push it down. And now you have some dimension too there. You don't have to add it if you don't want to, but I thought it would be cute to just add a little gem there. Okay, go ahead and put that in the light. And then we will top the whole thing with our gel top. Everybody's favorite gel top coat. The industry leader. We need sound effects. I need to get a little like machine with the button so I can be like, yay, you know, that thing. Thank you. See, Marco knows. He's always trying to help. He knows what we need. Okay. So for put that back. And let me see if I can use one of these, because the Coastal Cutie looks really cute too. Because that's a cute like little Valentine's-y kind of look. But let's finish up with this nail here. All right. And we're just going over the whole thing with our clear gloss gel top. And we're done. See how pretty it is? Nice. Go ahead and cure that. Okay. Now, for the other nail, what can we do that I can show you? Okay, let's see. Should I try? I feel like because that nail is already like a cover pink color, I don't want to do any of these because they're going to be too sheer to show up. So you guys may just have to wait on those other colors till I can figure out something. But you know what's right around the corner? Easter. Easter's right around the corner. So St. Patrick's Day is also right around the corner. I'm trying to think of little times. Oh, here we go. I'm looking for my. Try to keep these too, the little guards for the brushes. Try to keep them so when you put it back into your case, they don't slide around and get pushed around. Okay, and that helps prolong the life of them. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do, because then otherwise they're gonna be like having a hard time, like this guy right here. He's like, you see, he's all bent up, bless his heart, but he's still working, because you can always take the cleanser, cleanse it, and then you can shape it up and then let it dry, and it will stay in the place that you set it in. So keep that in mind when you are taking care of your brushes, that if you cleanse it after use, it will last longer. You'll have less issues for sure. See, like, I'm just gonna show you guys how I. Let me move the light out of the way because it is kind of bright. Actually, let me put it back where it was, so it's out of frame completely. Perfect. Okay. So what I like to do is, and I don't pull, like when you're cleaning your brushes, don't pull. I'm just kind of like holding it there, and I wiggle so that the brush can loosen up, like all the gel that's in it won't be so firm. And see, and now it's back to being flowy. See, all that. I try to not pinch too hard. Use a gentle touch. You don't want to pull your bristles out. So just lightly, put pressure, and then you can do that. Or if you get a little cup and you just swish it, that's good too. So you're not putting any stress on the bristle at all. But for now, I just want to make sure all the colors out of it. So let's see. Maybe I will use. Is it palm spray, or you have casting call? Looks like casting call. Yep, looks like casting call. So let's do a little casting call. And I will, I don't get caught. I'm going to do casting call as the base. That might have been a lot. A little goes a long way, but if I can do one layer, that's good too. But lighter colors, it is hard to do a nice even layer because sometimes they're streaky, right? But I feel like with this one, they're not too streaky. That's like the best thing. Is this color is so, yeah, see how even it is? Like, that's not streaky at all. For it to be so light in color, I will give it to them. When they put this out, I was like, this is great. I was very, very impressed by the color palettes. So as a nail art girly, I do love go ahead. I do love these color palettes. I think it's really innovative, and they're really nice. They're very pigmented, great for nail art. Variety of uses for sure. I'm going to do one coat because we are running down to our last couple of minutos, and I do want to try to get another little design, a little heart design for you guys. And I think I'm going to use City of Angels because pink and white always looks nice. Pink and white always looks nice. Very, very nice. And I'll show you guys, you can do like a V French with a little lace. I think that's cute. And if you want to go back in with the pink color to make it look like there's little hearts on the inside to make it look even more lacy, you can do that. I'm going to see if I can do that in this little 5 minutes that we have. But if you guys are enjoying, stay tuned. We don't mind running over, which I feel like we usually do anyway. I feel like we usually go over our times, but that's okay. We are here to entertain. Are you not entertained? All right. So I'm going to start kind of high here since it's a pointed nail. I want to do like a little V just to match the shape. And I want to make sure that it's even. So I'm just going to try to eyeball it. But if you want to put a dot where you feel like the middle is, that's always easier. Okay. I'm just going to get the French down. So just a V French, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy yet. And then what I'm going to do is do a little scalloped lace edge. And I think this is a fun way to, you know, play on that coquettish sort of look, that vibe. I don't want a whole lot on my brush. Okay, I'm going to start at the tip because that's the only way that I can ensure that I'm going to have two little, or I can start with one here at the tip like this. So one little scallop, and then boom, two, three. I just want to make sure it's not streaking, so I want to add paint to my brush. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, like the kids say, right? Right? I'm just trying to count so I can make sure they're even. But now it's like anytime I hear that, it's like 6, 7, 6, 7. Okay. Now we'll go back. 1, 2, 3. 4. Oop, 5. This one's gonna have 5. Okay, well, no one noticed. No one noticed. This is 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How? Well, still looks good. Still looks good. But I was like, hey, I'm counting it. Why isn't it going? But I feel like I made these ones smaller. But it's okay. It's okay. So someone in the comments, Marco was mentioning, somebody in the comments was saying that the top coats were going thick. And we did have a manufacturing issue with a batch of them. So when we went to Chicago last year for our nail convention, and a lot of people were asking the same thing. It's a batch that went out. I'm not sure if if they were left on the trucks and the trucks got hot, because it was really hot here in Southern California in our warehouse is actually in Valencia. And if you're from Southern California, you know Valencia is hot. It's like desert mountain area. That's where like Six Flags is at. So I'm not sure from there or what, but they are, they're regular now, like the regular consistency. We always strive to make sure that everybody is happy with our product. We always try to put out the best product. We would not deliberately change the formula without letting anyone know or anything like that. So that little bad batch that came out, if you can send it to us back, we'll send you another one. We always want to make sure everybody's taken care of. So please reach out to us. And I get this a lot, especially when we go to different shows. People are like, oh, well, my e-file broke and I had to get a new one. We do services. We have a customer service here for a reason, and they're very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Ask for Crystal in the front. She's gonna be like, no, don't ask for me. No, she's really, really sweet. The girls in the front are very sweet. They do try to make sure you're happy. So if you tell them like, hey, I think I got a bad batch of that top coat, do you think you can send me another one? They'll be happy to replace it for sure. So just.
And they're asking if they can do anything to thin it out. But
I know.
It's cured, right?
Yeah, it's like because it was so hot there. I don't know if it's like thickened up because it's kind of curing or what. So I wouldn't try to thin it out. I wouldn't try to thin it out. But yeah, I mean, just get the new one. Yeah, why mess around? Oh, you can put this in for 6 seconds. Yeah, why mess around when you can just get a new one? Yeah.
We'll replace it.
Yeah, they're gonna replace it because it's something that they're aware of. It was like, to my knowledge, it was just like last summer, but some of those bottles still may be floating around. But we haven't got any calls. I don't think we've got any calls of.
We still do.
Oh, so every now and again. Okay. Well, they're saying they still do get some every now and again, but it was more heavily during that time. I think that was July. I went to Chicago, but I was personally getting asked about it a lot. So since then, I haven't heard anything personally, but they get the calls here, so they know more than me. But yeah, we'll replace it, so don't worry. Yeah, come on. We always take care of you guys. First of all, okay? We take care of you. So let me clean this off. And then I'm going to put top coat. Speaking of top coat. So yeah, and this is another one where if you want to put the same color in here in little hearts, just to make it look more lacy, that would be cute. But I'm going to go ahead and top it now since we are at our limit for time. I don't want to hold you. You guys probably want to make dinner and hang out with your families. But you can't because you're here. No, just kidding. No, we want you to get to your family. So let me just put this top coat on. All right. Nice shine right there. And then I'll have her cure that for 60 seconds. And then I will put on our cuticle oil, our Harmony. And put this stuff away because I want to keep it tidy around here. Want to keep it tidy. Oh. Okay, so a lot of people who have been with us for a long time know Peace, Love, Harmony. It is the trio that we have. I did this. This is not trio. I did not do this for trio, so don't come for me. This is the third thing. I was saying there's two things here. You get what I'm saying, okay? So peace, love, harmony. And that is going to be our prep prime and the primer if you're going to be using the acrylic, and then our cuticle oil, which is the harmony. A lot of people say that it smells like candy. So it has like a little fruity, sweet smell. And it's very hydrating. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Marco. Okay. So here we go. So you guys can see. This is the trio: peace, love, harmony. So if you are doing enhancements, especially like I said, working with our acrylic line, our structure monomer, it's going to be the peace, which is the nail pH balancer, prep and prime, equivalent to our enrich line. And then we have the love, which is the acid-free nail primer. Acid-free, always a good way to go. And let me see if we have, yeah, no, not in the enrich line because it is a gel. So that would be where the base would go. Base gel would be here, and then harmony is a cuticle oil. So this is like the trio, peace, love, and harmony trio. And there you go. These are the nails for today. So you can see we have a cute little scalloped lace French, if we can get a little zoom in action going. There we go. So we have a scalloped edge little French, V-French lace, and then we have some hearts with some dimension here in a French sort of pattern shape going around the nail. So just very, easy little cutesy whimsy designs to do so you guys can get ready for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. Make sure you get your gals for your galentines, your fellas for your felentines, and your couples valentines, all the times. Because the guys are calling it felons times now.
Really?
Yeah, I said, you guys want to be us so bad.
Felon is kind of
Oh,
crazy.
okay. No, I don't. Fellatines. You know what I mean? Like, because they're fellas. Is it fellatines?
Felon? Whoa.
Okay.
That's
See,
crazy.
that means you guys shouldn't even have it. Just do a Valentine's, go out and have fun. Yeah. It's for the next time. Forget I mentioned it.
It's like a prison activity.
Happy President's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a great week. Thank you for tuning in with us. I appreciate it. Bye. They do call it that.
Really?
That was Bye.